What's up, y'all? It's your girl CP Says, and today we are in Old San Juan, and look how beautiful these houses are. I mean, the houses, well, yeah, they're technically some houses. Some people live up here at the top, but it's so colorful. It's so pretty. All right, let's check it out. I was able to sneak away to Old San Juan on our food and history tour that we offered to our attendees, and I was able to join them for a little bit of the excursion. So we're actually going to hear some information from our super awesome tour guide, and we're going to check out some food, check out some sights, and let's listen on in.
And those ceramics that we're seeing are archaeological finds from the pots of our native people, the Taínos, as well as the native people throughout the Caribbean.
As you may know, in Puerto Rico, they are very Catholic, so there were a ton of churches, and we got to visit a few, and it was just very, very beautiful, very serene. Here is some of the original cobblestone from the church, and there is someone who's buried here, and I kind of forgot who that is, so sorry.
No, but I always like today that he is not pointing at his spell city, he's pointing at the party street in Old San Juan.
Just like the Philippines, Puerto Rico was also colonized by Christopher Columbus, so that's who she's talking about and referencing in the statue.
In the 50s, this was the Bohemian street of Old San Juan. This one of the top 50 bars in the world is the one that's next to me over here. This orange looking building, which is called La Factoria. And I know from outside it looks a little bit rusty, but it is actually on the top 50 bars in the world. It is ranked number 32. And if you don't believe me, you can Google it on your phone.
This is where Despacito was filmed.
We're gonna fast forward because I actually go into La Factoria on my last night. So one of the selling points when I was looking up La Factoria, because she told me to Google it, so I sure did, was that there was multi-rooms that you could enter. So when I was going through this, there was about 3 rooms with 3 different types of music. They were all kind of chill Latin vibes, not too drastic. I thought it was going to be something like a hip-hop room, like an EDM room, and a Latin room, all very mellow type music.
Sorry.
I met a lot of tourists, and they're the people who was like, oh my god, because my flash was going off and I was so embarrassed. But this was an old fashioned, it's one of their must drinks. And honestly, I will have to say I was kind of underwhelmed by the entire experience. The service was also pretty terrible, but it was a cool thing to be able to see, historic. That's cool. I like history. Okay, back to our day tour.
Which is the original name of this bar in the 50s. So right now it is called La Crema, and it is a Moroccan, Indian, Puerto Rican fusion cuisine, so we're in for a treat.
So because I was on the clock, I technically could not drink, so I unfortunately had a virgin mocktail. It was very juicy, fresh juice. It's fine. A little sad I didn't get to drink my rum. For our appetizer, we had a snapper pakora and an empanada. It was very good. I was very hungry. The chutney and the Indian fusion component of it was very strong. And I was a little sad I didn't get any mofongo in this round, but hopefully the next place I got some mofongo.
So she mentioned that it was fusion with Puerto Rican and Indian.
Oh,
yes. So that's what I think the curry and the chutney are the fusion components mentioned.
So it tasted a lot like Singaporean Indian food.
So we're making it over to the next stop where we actually have our lunch. In our lunch, I had to really speed eat. I literally had 3 bites and I had to leave, but they make some fresh juice, and they have tamarindo, guava, and like a strawberry. I believe I got the tamarindo. And here's my food. So we had some beans, some sausage, and some pork over rice. And as you can see, there was no mofongo, and I was very, very disappointed. I'm hoping they got mofongo elsewhere, but I had to leave, and I was very sad. And I, just so you know, I did not have any mofongo the entire trip, and that's the only thing I wanted. And a little bit more about the Old San Juan walk and taste tour. If you ever decide to go, They also went to a place where they tried some coffee. They also tried some chocolate, like decadent chocolate from the area. And I believe there should have been other food places, but because they were so strapped for time, they were also heading over to the same party that I was setting up that night. They actually had to cut their tour short. So usually it's about 3 hours. I think they were only there for about 2. At the end of the day, I got like a tip, like the tip, barely grazed the tip of what I could have experienced in Puerto Rico. And honestly, I was, I'm craving it. I want some more, and I would love to go back and do a full tour, especially with the alcohol. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. There's a lot of pain in me, clearly, because I went to Puerto Rico and didn't really do Puerto Rico, and I have a lot of internal sadness about that. But here we go. Anyways, this is really depressing. Thank y'all for tuning in and staying up to this point. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, and until next time, later, y'alls.